Hey guys, welcome back to Kaiju Bites. I am here not with a food review, but a kaiju movie review. I haven't done a movie review in a while. I actually did go see Maleficent, but I decided to put that review actually on my more Disney-focused channel, which if you want to go check it out, it's called Anna's Magical Moments, and you can go check it out and subscribe to that other channel too. But I haven't done a movie review in a while, not since Downton Abbey, and I haven't done a kaiju movie since... Did I do Gorgon? Gorgo? Gorgo. Yeah, I think Gorgo was the last kaiju movie, or Godzilla 2. One of those. One or the other, I don't remember. So, and I haven't really been watching a lot of movies like at home in general. I've been really super busy, and I was like hoping to get like more art and stuff like that, but I was like, what, let's just keep it rolling. Like, let's get back into watching. I've been actually watching a lot of YouTube channels. Like, I've been watching tons of YouTubers, and like not just kaiju related, like everything related. Like, I've been watching like some Disney folks, Universal folks, like a lot of reptiles. Like, I'm just watching a lot of reptiles. Like, I've been watching like Tyler Nolan's channel and like Channels Wildlife, and I love those channels. I love animals, and so I've been watching real little kaijus, not radioactive kaijus. But anyways, but I was like, actually, like, I need to watch a kaiju movie because I have to, because I like to. And so yeah, so I just, because of like how work is, like they didn't screw up. They completely took Wi-Fi away from us. So it's hard for me to watch stuff on my phone now. And so I'm like, you know what, screw it. I finally got around to actually watching Amazon Prime. And I just typed in kaiju and saw what was available. And there's actually, there's not like a ton of choices. It's definitely not like the kaiju reference library, if there is one. But it actually had a few choices. And so I just was like, well, I've never heard of this one. It's called Varan the Unbelievable. This is the American version. So because I just picked it on random, I didn't really pay attention. Sometimes... Like, I know, like, some kaiju movies, like, I'm familiar with Gamera and like, those main ones. But I really didn't know anything about Varan, and so I quickly caught on that this was the American version, because, like, with the Godzilla American version, there's just subtle differences, and you're just like, you instantly know that this is made for a 1960s, the movie was released in America in, I think 1962, December 12th, 1962. And so I'm like, this is not the Japanese version. And then I went to Wikipedia, or I went to Google and I typed it in, and Wikipedia had the article. So originally this was a Toho movie. And Toho movies, I think this, because they were trying to capitalize on the kaiju genre because of popularity with Godzilla, they created Varan, and actually Varan, suit actor is the original Godzilla suit actor, Nakajima. And so, so there's, it's funny because I didn't realize that when I was watching until I went to Wikipedia. I was like, oh, because Varan, and I'll go over a little bit of the kaiju, he moves like Godzilla, because it's the same suit actor for most of the movie. Apparently, he got injured during the filming of Varan, and like one of the explosion scenes, and so he couldn't continue on. But, the mannerisms and stuff like that. It's funny how it's just people are like, oh, it's just a guy in a suit, but they bring alive these characters, and like with their movements and stuff like that, and so yeah. But the American version, like, maybe because I'm an Asian woman and the whole stereotypes that us Asian women are so submissive and we're docile and we'll listen to you because you're the strong husband and you're the strong man. And the Navy commander was like, okay, so basically there's a Navy commander, big strong white guy, John Wayne reject, which actually I read that he actually was a successful actor, and I'm not going to hate on him, because the stereotype at the time. Big, strong, white male actor, John Wayne wannabe, and his wife is named Anna, which is funny because that's my name, and submissive Japanese female who is his husband's secretary, devoted and like And she's like, oh, I'll just go back in the kitchen and cook us dinner after I write all your notes up for you. And then there was like the captain or general of the Japanese army, who is also very much like, yes, sir, because you are the American, I'm going to listen to you 100% because you know everything. Yeah. You have to kind of ignore some of those like old stereotypes, but it doesn't make the movie any less enjoyable. So basically the lieutenant commander or Navy commander is testing a anti-saline device, and he needs to test it on a Japanese village lake. And because he couldn't test it on any other place, it had to be this lake. Who knows why, but this lake he had to test on. And then the locals were mad because they're like, oh, of course, it's going to awaken the monster god. And yeah, so he tests it, and oh look, Varan the Unbelievable is like, can't believe that he's being waken up because your jerk faces are bombing his little lake and ruining his sleep. Yes, that's the kind of the plot of the American version. I didn't want to read the Japanese plot because I just wanted to concentrate on reviewing this version. But I did skim rather quickly, and the Japanese version is different. And so yes, so basically the American version doesn't make any sense. Like, why are they why does it matter that I really didn't understand the whole anti-saline solution. Like, I'm like, what is this, like a big contact solution? Contact lens solution, and I don't get it. I think the Americans were just trying to figure out how to bomb a lake, to awaken up a kaiju monster god. And of course he destroys the village, and of course the Japanese people, the Japanese military are trying to kill it, and they're trying to figure out how to kill it. And so apparently they can't reach main headquarters where more of this saline solution is stored. Just call it saline. This contact lens solution that will kill the monster is stored so that they can bomb it with the solution and save the day. But of course they had communication problems and all that stuff because they had to create some sort of tension into this weirdly plotted movie. And yeah, and so finally the Japanese military got the saline solution and, killed the monster. Spoiler alert. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert. And yeah, that was the movie, and then yeah. So I didn't read the plot. I skimmed it a little bit of the Japanese version, and from what I've been kind of gathering, both the Japanese version and the American version make no sense. Both iterations were poorly received. When I first started watching it and didn't really mind you, I just clicked on it. I did not read anything. I didn't read what the plot was. I didn't read who was in it. I didn't read what studio it was. I had no idea it was a Toho film. It is a Toho film. And like I said, I think they were capitalizing on the success of Godzilla, so they wanted to make more monster movies. And when I first started watching it, I was like, oh, this seems like it's a pretty good production value. And the first kind of the sense that I got that this was the American version was that there was an American in it. And, but I don't know, I felt like the Godzilla American version was far superior to this one. I guess I can't say it's anti-saline, it's not contact lens solution that killed the monster, but it sounded like that, so we're just going to run with that. But it still didn't make any sense. Maybe because I was not 100% focused on what they're, because, in these kaiju movies, they kind of explain the science. And most of the time, the science makes no sense at all. You just kind of have to just, nod and smile and believe it. And I'm still is this, saline solution? And I'm just mishearing it. I know I am. But production value-wise, it was actually not a badly... Now, mind you, the American version is completely... It was kind of they use a lot of the scenes from the original Japanese version, cut and pasted with the American version. So you can kind of sense which is the original Japanese version and what is the American version. It's not that seamless. Like, you can definitely tell when they're pulling the Japanese, like, monster, like when he's attacking the certain cities and stuff like that. And you can kind of see where they kind of like piece together stuff. So yeah, so plot-wise, it's cringy, it's not that great. I kind of got bored with it. Like, I wasn't really that focused. I end up, you know, it's kind of bad when you actually end up like actually doing your real work, you know. And the design of the kaiju, design of Varan is actually, I really do like the design of Varan. I think he was actually really kind of cool looking. You know, unlike Godzilla, who has no webbed feet for an aquatic kaiju, you know, Varan actually did have some aquatic fingers, and he was, you know, he was a little mobile, and he had these really cool spiky things along his dorsal, and he was pretty cool looking. He was a cool looking kaiju. I have to give him that. And I think they kind of also kind of ended it kind of like, kind of alluding that maybe it worked. So maybe that they were thinking maybe if this is successful that they would have part 2. Maybe the saline solution didn't really kill Varan the Unbelievable, and there could be a second one. But I don't think it did that well. I don't think there's a second one. But yeah, so I have to give this like a 2.5 kaiju bites out of 5, just because it just wasn't, it wasn't horrible. Now, there's far worse kaiju films out there, but it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't that great. And now I'm going to just say the American version. I know nothing about the Japanese version. I did kind of look to see if the Japanese version is somewhere online, except for I hate downloading stuff, because like I tried doing that, but before I just sucked it up and paid for Game of Thrones, and I ended up getting all viruses on my old laptop. So I'm very reluctant to torrent or download stuff. I think I found a few options online where I can actually buy the DVD, but I'm not really sure if I'm really that inclined to watching the Japanese version. But I might, like, I'll just see. Maybe if I have an extra $10 that I want to spend on Varan the Unbelievable, but the Japanese version, I'll see and compare. Because I really don't like judging it on the American version. But I definitely probably would not watch the American version again. I mean, I don't really feel like the acting was horrible. I just think the plot was just a little like, okay. But, I mean, these kaiju films aren't made to be like amazing plots, but just kaiju destroying the city and rampaging and military getting their butts kicked until someone figures out just to blow them up with saline solution. But yeah, so 2.5 out of 5 kaiju bites. I feel like that's fair for Varan the Unbelievable. But I do like the design. I have to give the design a 4.5 out of 4.5 out of 5 kaiju bites. I really digged his design. So yes, so he gets an A on that one. But until next time, guys, I hope you guys will subscribe and continue to join my channel as it grows. I'm going to do a giveaway in November, and it will be food related, and because everybody loves food, so stick around for that and see what the giveaway is. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys later. Bye!